Most of us have experienced a major energy drain at least once in our lives. You know, that time when you're so exhausted you could barely roll out of bed? When you have to chug multiple mugs of coffee just to force your eyes open? Yeah, we've all been there. When you find yourself in a rut like this, it can be difficult to get out because you don't know where to start. You can try all sorts of energy boosting life hacks, but guess what? They'll only provide a short term solution. If you really want to boost your energy, you need to get to the root of the problem. Hi there, you're watching Wisey, and today we're going to show you 5 natural and scientifically proven ways to boost your energy levels and become more productive. Before we begin, make sure to click on the notification bell and subscribe to our channel for more cool videos about anything and everything. The first step that will help you get your energy back is also the most obvious one. Number 1. Fix your sleep schedule. First things first, you should realize that there's no magic amount of sleep hours that works for everyone. We're all unique in our own ways, and our bodies have different needs. Some people only require 5 hours of sleep to feel completely rested. Lucky them. Most of us need somewhere between 7 and 9 hours, and it's totally normal. You shouldn't try to work against your natural biological rhythms because it would only make you more tired and less productive. If you suspect that it's the lack of sleep that's causing your energy levels to drop, it's a good idea to develop a sleep schedule. For instance, try going to bed at 11 p.m. and waking up at 7 a.m. sharp. See how your body responds to this schedule. If it works, stick to it. And if it doesn't, you can adjust the time frame. Or perhaps you need more hours of sleep, or even fewer. You know, tiredness can be a result of not getting enough sleep as well as having too much of it. So, try to be more aware of what your body really needs. You can also check out our video about 7 tips to fall asleep faster. Check the link in the description. Number 2. Get enough water. Did you know there's a close link between low energy and hypertension, commonly known as low blood pressure? What's more is that one of the most common causes of low blood pressure is dehydration. Not getting enough water affects your brain function, and studies show that it also increases your perception of fatigue, basically making you feel more tired than you are. Although you might not even notice it, you're actually losing water every second of the day, even when you're asleep, doing literally nothing. To give you some perspective, why don't we do a little quiz? Can you guess how much water you lose during sleep? A. 10 milliliters. B. 50 milliliters. C. 200 milliliters. And the answer is C. Under normal conditions, an average person loses 200 millimeters of water during sleep, which is about 6.5 fluid ounces if you use the imperial system. Knowing this, why don't you start your next day with a glass of water in the morning? It'll help you replenish your water balance and give you an extra kick of energy even before your first cup of coffee. Also, be aware of your physical needs and always have a water bottle on hand in case you get thirsty. And now, let's talk about nutrients and how they're related to energy. Step number 3. Fill your diet with complex carbs and proteins. There's this thing called the glycemic index, which measures how much certain products increase blood sugar levels. But if you think that the higher the GI is, the more energy you'll get from food, you're wrong. Products with a high glycemic index give you short bursts of energy that drain up just as quickly as they come. We're talking about sugary, starchy, and overly processed foods. Meanwhile, foods with low glycemic index contain sugars that take much longer to break down inside your body, providing you with more energy over an extended period of time. These products include whole grains and proteins, greens, veggies, fruit, and even dark chocolate. Also, you should make sure you get enough calories to sustain your body because, the same as with dehydration, not getting enough food can also lead to low blood pressure and, as a result, energy loss. A diverse diet is the best way to get all the vitamins and minerals which your body needs to function properly. And speaking of minerals, there's one micro-element you should definitely pay attention to if you want to increase your energy levels. Number 4. Get plenty of magnesium. This little guy plays a vital role in more than 300 biochemical reactions that occur in your body, including the breakdown of glucose. And you know what you need glucose for? That's right, energy! No wonder why fatigue is one of the major symptoms of magnesium deficiency. Without it, your body basically can't power itself up. Doctors suggest that the optimal daily magnesium intake should be 300 milligrams for women and 350 milligrams for men. You can get this nutrient from such foods as nuts, seeds, legumes, greens, whole grains, and tofu. Or you can take daily supplements and not worry about whether you get enough milligrams of magnesium per day. Finally, let's talk about the last step to boost your energy. Number 5. Experiment with caffeine. We all know that a single cup of coffee can have life-changing effects. Well, it can at least change your morning for the better. However, coffee doesn't work for everyone, and luckily, there are other ways to get caffeine. For example, you can get energy bracelets that deliver it through your skin. Caffeinated toothpaste, gum, and sweets can also work. You can even try chewing on coffee beans if you can handle the taste. By the way, here's our Wisey fact of the day. You've probably heard someone say, "I'm addicted to caffeine." Perhaps you've even claimed to be addicted to it. But what if we told you that you were factually wrong? As it turns out, caffeine is not addictive, but caffeine withdrawal is a real thing. How does that work? Well, technically, for a substance to be considered addictive, it must activate the brain's reward system, which caffeine doesn't. Instead, it mimics a molecule called adenosine, a neurotransmitter that makes you feel sleepy. Caffeine fits into adenosine receptors, causing your brain to flood with more adenosine and, as a result, develop more adenosine receptors. And that's how we develop a tolerance to caffeine, along with a condition called caffeine dependence. So, don't worry, you're not addicted to coffee, and you won't ever be. But it's still a good idea to restrict your daily intake of caffeine to 400 milligrams per day. That's 4 cups of coffee. This way, you won't run the risk of becoming dependent on it. So, there you have 5 simple yet effective steps that will help you become more energetic and productive. Let's go over them once again. Step number 1. Fix your sleep schedule so that it suits your energy needs. Step number 2. Get enough water, and number 3, eat enough healthy foods that can sustain you for a longer time. Step number 4, watch your magnesium levels because this mineral is essential for sleep regulation. And finally, number 5, you can experiment with natural energy boosters such as coffee as long as you do it in moderation. Use these strategies on a daily basis, and we promise you'll notice a positive difference in your productivity. Perhaps you also have some energy boosting life hacks of your own. If so, share them in the comments below. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting facts about anything and everything. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next time.